Live at 5, it's Offer Review, and we have big news right here, and I'm very glad that we have this information. But in our in-game notification today in the mail, it discloses that next patch, 6.2, we will have the next Horseman event, and it tells us that nodes in 5 will have, the nodes 5 and 10 will have specific character requirements, which is going to be A-Force, Young Avengers, and Inhumans. So that's a total of 15 characters. And the way that works is that actually Miles Morales is a Young Avenger. There's 4 A-Force. And then there is Ms. Marvel is both a Young Avenger and Inhuman. But there's basically 10, 2 full teams there, plus Miles. And then 4 for the A-Force, making a total of 15 characters. So first of all, I think this is great. But here's the reality of it, just to put it in perspective. Because we're competing against each other in a leaderboard on this Scourge event for the next Horseman, the amount of shards that Scopely is giving out is actually fixed. It's just who gets them by the way they placed. So by releasing this information early, it just helps them in a lot of ways, because then they can sell more A-Force. Like, for example, Spider-Woman's on sale right now. And that's not Spider-Woman, Spider-Woman. And then we've got the Nico event. So this just gives us time. I think it feels good, and I'm glad for this. And I think overall this is good that we know now. Lots of bio gear here, guys. Lots of bio gear. I know for me, I was debating whether or not upgrading my Wakandans or A-Force or Wakandans instead of Young Avengers. Now I'm going to start working on my Young Avengers. So for me, this information is helpful. So I got to give credit to Scopely for at least giving this information. I think this is a good move. But at the end of the day, we're still just competing against each other. So what we do with this information now in relation to the people we're competing against is helpful, right? Whether we act on this today. And I do want to say that this is a good player-friendly move. Now, I'm going to talk about something that's going on right now in Galaxy of Heroes, and this is the most scummiest, horrible thing I've ever heard of a mobile game trying to do. And there's a video that Arnold put out this morning talking about Galaxy of Heroes and Datacrons. And I'll just explain it, because a lot of people don't play Galaxy of Heroes, but maybe you've played Magic the Gathering. And Magic the Gathering has this format called Standard, and what it is that you can only use the current cards in a play set that are in a certain block that are getting released, and maybe for like 2 years worth of cards. But then you buy all these cards, right? Then a new set comes out and the older cards get banned, and it rotates, and a new block comes out and an older block gets banned. And you're always forced, if you want to play in that game mode, to keep buying the newest cards all the time. And that's the way it works in Magic the Gathering. They're literally trying to do something like that in Galaxy of Heroes, where you spend all this money getting these super fancy mods that are completely random, and then they expire in 3 months. And you have this constant rotation of things expiring and have this big loop. It's literally the most scummiest thing I've ever heard of in my entire life. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is, and the reason why I think this is absolutely horrific is, like, if we look at the situation of Marvel Strike Force and like Red Stars, right? Red Stars felt bad, but you know what? Red Stars were super profitable for Fox Next. And when Scopely bought Fox Next, they actually brought in the Fox Next monetization people to go over to Looney Tunes Mayhem game and implement Red Stars so they can make more money. And I'm absolutely horrified at this idea in Galaxy of Heroes, and it's wildly successful over there, even though the people hate it. And then we're going to get something like that here, where can you imagine having like some crazy random mod system above and beyond the Ion system that we have in this game, the ISO 8 system in the game that expires every 3 months, and maybe you get a fractional amount of it back? Oh my God, this is absolutely garbage. After watching this, I'm actually grateful that I'm playing Marvel Strike Force. I'm grateful that they're giving us information in advance. This is at least like a month and a half news. I'm grateful for a lot of things in this game. I have a lot of complaints, of course, but I'm grateful that they're not trying to do this yet. This is absolute garbage. What they're trying to do over there in Galaxy of Heroes, unbelievable. I want to read some of this stuff here. This came out 2 hours after server reset yesterday. They kind of acknowledged some of the issues that are going on with patch 6.1. I made a big deal about this yesterday about the power cores and getting 10x power cores. Like I opened up my Spider Woman orbs, and then there was suddenly a button there where I could hit one button and it would wipe out all my power cores. And some people said that they could spend up to 6,750 power cores at once. Looks like they're going to fix that, which is good. There was a visual only issue inbox message for raid completion rewards, not showing the rewards collected. I didn't see this one right here. And then this is kind of terrible. Yesterday, there was a inbox message for 300 A-Force emblems, but we got a random amount. It sounds like they're not going to fix this. I wish they would just give us compensation on it because this is kind of nonsense. I got like 170. I saw some people get 200, but it's supposed to be a random number between 1 and 300. It's not a visual error. It literally told us we were getting 300. So that I don't really like. And then right here, appears that M'Baku is getting a little rowdy and occasionally attacking his teammates. He's currently being investigated. Now, initially, I was pretty upset about this. I watched a video right here where M'Baku is basically attacking his own team, but it looks like he's just giving charge. And I believe that this is just a visual error where M'Baku is attacking his teammates and giving them charged. I don't believe it's going to impact any of the gameplay. I'll keep you posted on that because I was going to get super annoyed. It's like, did they not test this in testing? Did they balance the team around this bug? And so I believe it's just him giving charge. And then yesterday, Armory 16 Orb was not showing. Now, when this happens, and this happens all the time, this is kind of an annoying thing because it's literally just like like people have Armory 16s in their inventory and they're there. You just can't see them and you can't open them, and they just have to enable it in game. And then all of your orbs that that I thought were missing are actually there. This seems to happen a lot, especially when they have offers out and then we just can't open the orbs. Frankly, I feel this is just like an oversight. I wish they tested their game and so on. Then let's keep going. We got some information here for Cosmic Crucible. Big shout out to Mimball TV right here. Cosmic Crucible Leagues, Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum, Diamond, Master. And then also, got to give a shout out to Boyan. And I'm going to link to his video. If you want to understand the Madeline event in detail, he did an amazing job of explaining how the Madeline event works. And he did a lot of math, without the assumptions of people having like a higher gear tier, because, mostly this event is about war attacks and blitzing, and then using your blitz energy specifically on marauders, and how the points are calculated based on the gear tier and how it stacks up. And basically the way that it turns out is that the last 2 milestones look like they're pretty challenging to get without spending, doing max amount of rotations, maybe having very high gear tier levels on their marauders. And then he came to the conclusion that if you're just trying to get to the milestone 38, which is enough to get a 3-star Madeline, then you have to do 6.5 rotations a day. That's assuming that you're getting 35 wins. And you don't have to play in 8.3. You can literally play in 1. You can win 4, lose 1, win 4, lose 1, win 4, lose 1. That won't quite get you 35, but he's saying that that is probably for the tryhard. If you can get, you'll get a 3-star unlock. She's a 2-star unlock character, but you'll get 3 stars on her. And then lastly, he goes on and mentions that there is at milestone 35, there is a very important item. It's a helmet, and that is for the A-Force event. And you're definitely going to want to do that, and that requires at least 4 rotations. I'm hearing from people that they feel like they're going to be able to finish this event free to play. Well, that'll see. I'm not inclined to buy offers because we're going to go over the offers. I'm not inclined at all to buy the offers, but we are in a horrible situation where we're blitzing again. I got to say, one thing about this Madeline event. This event is good for people that love Blitz, and it's absolutely trash for people that hate Blitz. I'm kind of in the latter category. I kind of feel like I'm all blitzed out. We just came out of a Blitz, big Blitz event. Wong, Silver Samurai, fine. It's not just so much blitzing. And this post really made me giggle. I got to give a shout out. I love these type of posts. Clear Parsons, I have evolved. I am Blitz. I no longer need a Blitz timer in this world. I've harnessed the ability to distinguish 2-hour intervals with my internal circadian rhythm. Time is a construct. In relativity, everything flows. No past or present. Only Blitz. Even the very process itself has become automated in my mind. Of the 14,605 possible outcomes, only one wins. And so I never lose. I've evolved. I see it all. I am Blitz. Way too much Blitz. I literally have a Blitz timer running right now. And my goodness, it's going to be a lot of thing. And then also, I got to give a shout out to Shuri. This guy also has a similar experience that I did. Craziest thing happened to me today. My legendary 7-star Shuri actually survived the first 2 tech nodes today. She didn't randomly get one shot through defense up. Already loving the Wakandan rework. And a lot of people are asking me, am I going to be upgrading the Wakandans? And actually, I wasn't sure. But frankly, I'm gonna probably the resources that I had earmarked for the Wakandans now is going to be going towards A-Force and Young Avengers. I'm going to work on those teams and Inhumans. I feel like I rather put those resources because of the next Horseman rather than Wakandans. I maybe bad decisions. Maybe Wakandans would be super important, but I think I'm going to definitely focus on this information that we just got today for the next Horseman and using those 3 teams. So I'm happy with Shuri for sure. And then lastly, this really is I got to talk about this because what we want what you promised. Where are the 2 farmable characters this month? They actually didn't say that, but I want to read that. They did misspeak, but I want to read this post and then get into what they actually said and why this Silver Samurai rather, release method of him basically having a 5% drop rate inside of a Blitz orb is not farmable. And if that's going to be we have not had 2 farmable characters, I believe, since November. I got to read this post, and I want to go back to what they actually said in 2020, and you tell me if they're holding up their end of what they said, because I believe they are not. Scopely, what happened to making at least 2 farmable characters per month farmable? They didn't really say that, but I still feel like they misspoke. Putting characters in Arena and Blitz orbs does not equal farmable, 1,000%. After 3.5-hour patch yesterday, which was no one's surprise, was still riddled with bugs, with everyone expecting some new characters in the Crucible store. Nope, and there are none to be found. More than that, you decided to put Silver Surfer in the Blitz orb, which is fine, but also kept Shang-Chi in there instead of actually making him farmable for 500 Blitz credits. So basically, this is the second month in a row where you gave us 0 farmable characters. This is absolutely ridiculous. You're not sticking to your word. The last time we had 2 farmable characters like you promised. They didn't really promise, but they still are not holding up their word. I'm going to read it exactly. It was in November of last year, if I'm not mistaken. We want more characters with farmer. Why are they still in the meta? Otherwise, what's the point? And we're going on 20-something plus characters, not really farmable right now. They've lost their minds. Because I want to read you what they actually said. And this was in a blog post in February of 2020 where they made a commitment to the community. And I don't feel they've held up to their end. One of the big questions surrounds how we release characters to be farmable via campaign nodes, stores, orbs, and other methods. Moving forward, our goal is to make 2 previously farmable characters farmable each month. Okay, our goal. So that's their goal. Obviously, they have not made it a goal since November, right? There may be rare. Not doing it so November is rare. How rare is it? It's happening all the time. We've not had 2 farmable in months. This is not rare. This is a pattern. This is a policy. This is deliberate at this point. There may be rare months which we fall short of this goal. Since November. There may be rare months. I feel that this is a lie. They're not holding up their end of the bargain that they committed to us. Because this is not just a rare thing now. And And Silver Samurai is not really farmable. 5% drop rate in an orb is not fountainable, whatever word you want to do. I think it's garbage. Orb farmable is not farmable. It's garbage. There will be rare months when we fall short of this goal. At a minimum, you can expect one previously unfarmable character to become farmable on the first Wednesday of every month. And I don't... The number one is being that there's only one is a problem because they said that was only going to be a rare circumstances when that happened. And Silver Samurai at a 5% drop rate in an orb is not farmable. Maybe their definition is, but it's not to the community. This is trash. They're not doing it. And so this post is dead on that they're just not giving us new characters. Someone was commenting in my chat today is like, I have nothing to farm. I've got every character that I can farm that's actually farmable. I've got, and now we're just there's no characters in the Crucible store at all. That was the excuse, not the excuse, but that was like the reasoning in the last couple of months. It's like, well, maybe they're just waiting for the Cosmic Crucible store to release characters that way, and that's the reason why we're getting this drought since last fall. No, there's none there. So Scopely, fix your scam. Scopely, go back and read what you promised the community. This was back when we were having severe problems with the community, and you made commitments to us in good faith. And are we in a rare circumstance, or did you lie to us by saying that this was going to be rare? This is something that you told us. So go back. I hope they're not going back on their word. Let's move on to offer review. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, and I got to say that there's some things in here worth considering for sure, given the new information that we have. This one here for sure, $49. $49 for 180. These are all Inhumans, so they're going to be used for the next Horseman Scourge event. And so I believe this is why they released that information, is to generate some sales today. Because they're going to give the same number of the next Horseman no matter what. It's just the leaderboards, we're all competing against it. And so the people that want to get ahead can spend money possibly and have a better score possibly, right? That's the idea there. All right, so that I believe this is reasonable enough. And now they're more important than ever for the next Horseman. And then we've also got Spider Spy. So this is for Spider-Woman. I did Striker on her. I know a lot of people are going to do Skirmisher, but I feel like her focus is pretty high and her attack is very high as well. And she's one speed slower than Nico. So I'm going to try Striker on her initially, but I think you could make a case for Skirmisher as well. I didn't go crazy. I didn't go into blue. I just upgraded her green, and I'm going to test her when we have a full team and see how it goes. I'm definitely liking the idea of using Yo-Yo on the team as a fifth once we have the full A force. I think there's a lot of good characters that can go there, of course, like logical characters, but the one that I want to try first is Yo-Yo. Anyways, so this is $50. You get 55 character shards, and then you get 8 orbs. These orbs right here have an average of 9.3, minimum of 6, and yes, they do have a small chance of giving 180, but that's not realistic. And then we've got Goblin Queen Super Starter Bundle. And so I feel like I have the same recommendation on this always, and it's kind of annoying to me that these offers are at the beginning of the event, where I really want to see the value of this at the end of the event. Getting these points to me makes more sense at the end of the event. It's an 8-day event. We were 1 day in the event. We have 7 days left. I want to see if I spend $15 and then it gets me to the next milestone. The next milestone is this. Okay, that's a good deal. I don't understand buying it now unless you just want to max out the milestones now quickly. So I pretty much feel that way about all of these offers, and we're just going to pass over all of them because I feel that way. The time to buy these is at the end of the event, not at the beginning of the event, so you know exactly what you're getting. So you can get to that last milestone, and that last milestone has X amount of shards, or it has whatever. You know what I mean? And then you can kind of determine if that's a good value to you or not. I don't like that these are offered at the beginning. They expire. I wish it was just the length of the event, and then you could decide at the end. Let's move on. No. I mean, these offers may not come back. I mean, they do have a time on it, but sometimes they come back. Anyways, it is what it is. Goblin Queen. We've got 2 prior existence orbs. So these are the same orbs that average 9.3 character shards per orb. They do have a minimum of 6. They do have a possibility of giving 180. I value these orbs at $3 a piece. And then that's an armory 14. So this doesn't really add up. So this is just really if you want to get her up and running. And that is that. And then a force to reckon with. Now, this has got the currency for the A-Force event, and I don't know how that's going to play out. We're still waiting for details on that event, and as soon as I have more information on whether or not this is a good deal or not, I will keep you posted. But right now, I have no idea, to be honest with you, to be frank with you. All right, so we've got red stars right here. I value these at $1.50 a piece. We got 14 orbs right there, so that is $21, not even worth $50. No way. Ability orbs, I value T3 materials at basically $1 for 100 would be a better deal, so it's not a great deal. And then this has been very controversial. I've seen 100, I've seen 125, and now we've got one for 150. So you could buy this twice, and that'll give you enough to upgrade one of her abilities. I ended up doing all 4. It doesn't seem like high value to me, but do what you got to do. Let's move on. This is better than buying the 100 for $10. This is better than buying the 125 for $10, but I'm not sure, why some people got this and some other people didn't get it. I don't know if it has to do with the number of stars unlocked on Morgan Le Fay. Same thing is true with this offer right here. There were, for $15 US, there were 400 SBCs, 500 SBCs, and now we have 600 SBCs. So this is the best of the 3. Again, I don't know if that's a great deal. It feels like this is a pretty significant bottleneck for me lately. I've been hitting almost every node of SBCs every day. They do seem to come in clumps, from the battle passes and things like that. But I'm definitely SBC short. But some characters need like 2,000 to get to max gear tier level, or just going up one level, going from 14 to 15 may take a bunch, like 1,000 sometimes, it seems like to me. Anyways, do what you got to do. Not really excited about buying gear. I don't really see a lot of value. All of these offers here are pretty much garbage. We've got the gold offer right here, 1 million for 1 million gold and 4 gold orbs. I do like this. I like the training material orb offer also, which we're going to go through. Not a fan of these, but I like this offer as well for training materials. I'm probably going to be buying these because I'm short training materials. I've actually got a lot of gold right now. Well, not a lot of gold, but a lot of gold orbs compared to training material orbs. Here is the war ready ISO, and this is for controller. So this will get you war ready. You'll save some time by buying this. I've never bought this. Some people like it. I've never had to buy this. I seem to have enough. Then we've got Sabertooth, who is you can use for this event, right? I believe he's a Marauder, right? And you can use him on the Blitz. I could go back. I can't actually. Yeah, he is a Marauder. So he is for the blitzing, right? And then depending on what gear tier level you have on it, but I guess that doesn't really matter, right? 65 character shards for $15. I typically use him inside of the Weapon X team, so that's what I do with it. Anyways, 65 for $15 is not a great deal. This would be a better deal if it was like $5 for 50 character shards. And then, again, this is one of these, has the event currency token, and I'm not a fan. So we're just going to move past all the event currency token ones. And I believe we're going to get a lot of duplicate offers here. We got Strife, 75 character shards for $15. That's there to go work with Madeline Pryor. I do like 50 character shards for $5, a lot better than this. Same story there. All right, we've got duplicate offers. We're going to scroll. This is not a duplicate offer. This just, I don't know, does this bother you as much as it bothers me? You know what? If this offer right here is $10 for 1 million gold and 4 gold orbs, right? And if you're going to buy 2 million gold and 8 gold orbs, shouldn't it be $20? Why is it $25? It just bothers me that they charge you, to get more. You don't get a discount. They actually charge you a surcharge. The more you spend, we're going to charge you more. Like, I don't get it. And, and then, how is this offer 50% off? And this offer is also 50% off. I don't even know why they're not going to actually have a number that makes any kind of sense to anybody. Why do they put it there? I don't understand that at all, because clearly the pricing is whacked out between the two. All right, I like that. This has got, you need 61 of these to take her to max level. So that's still kind of pricey. There are hidden offers on these. I believe you can buy 20 of them for $15. I could be wrong. I have to go, there's typically hidden offers on that. I have to go back and look. I don't know. If you hit the find button, you can go and see what they are. I could be off on my pricing on that. Then this just hurts my soul. It really does. My goodness. But I feel like we're going to be short bio gear going forward. My goodness. All right, I think we're through all of this, and then this is not as good as the Morgan Le Fay offer. The Morgan Le Fay offer, had a better price than that, $10 for 150. This is basically equivalent of getting 100 for $10. So there's a better value in the Morgan Le Fay. And then let's see, gear. All of this is trash. And then again, this right here, the Morgan Le Fay has one for 600. So that is better than the 500 right there. All right, let's keep going down towards the bottom. I believe these are all normal offers. Yesterday they had a freebie here at the bottom, and that's what we're going to look here right now for. There was a one power core. No one power core. Bring that back. You did it yesterday. Why don't you do that every day? Let's toggle over to the free to play account and see if there's anything else over there. We're talking about that is, and mostly what I'm looking for over here is $5 offers for 50 character shards. I think that is agreeable. If you're looking for older characters, see like right there, that's garbage. They've sold Thanos 50 character shards for $5 all the time. That is not a good deal. Same thing. I feel like these older characters that have been out more than a year, there's no reason for them to sell them for anything other than 50 character shards for $5. So that's not great. Not great. It is what it is. I think that'll do it for offer review. We got Silver Surfer there. He's a little bit newer, but he's been out for a minute now. 50 character shards for $25 is nothing exceptional. He's still a very powerful character. Call, that should be $5. No way. Proxima, no way. Strife, Mystique, my goodness. It is what it is. I'm glad that we have some clarification on what teams are going to be used for the next Scourge. I know I was really struggling to make a decision whether or not I wanted to upgrade Wakandans or not, but the information that was in game today, definitely is going to help me focus on who I'm going to upgrade. So that is good news. I definitely didn't fully get around to my Young Avengers, and now I can work on them instead of the Wakandans. But anyways, that's what I'm going to do. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Keep on going.